Is that what Anna told you?
Some lawyer. Anna said he was making all the arrangements.
Mommy, Mommy, Mommy.
What, child buying?
Kids are treated like merchandise by brokers who buy the kids from hard-up mothers.
Bobby, Mr. and Mrs. Simon.
Please, let me have my kid. Let me have my kid.
Black and white found the body about a half hour ago. Blood everywhere.
Dynamite kid?
Dynamite.
You know, I bet he could spot you a mile away with his eyes blindfolded. Did you get off work?
Well, I took off early. You see, I want to take him someplace really special today.
Wow, Bobby, did you hear that? I wonder where you're going to go.
Where?
It's a secret, it's a surprise, and you're going to love it. Bye-bye, thanks.
Bye-bye. Cross carefully.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Look at those beautiful animals, huh? Did you ever see such long necks? Huh? Huh? Are they cute? Give you a little Wow, how do you like that? Isn't he cute? Oh, he's cute. Hey, Bobby, wait! Hey, wait a minute!
Oh! He's a boy! He's a healthy boy.
Hi, Carolee.
Hi, Marcia.
Hi, Mr. Ronald.
You were supposed to meet us at the main gate, honey.
Oh, I just wanted to show Bobby everything. I guess I got a little late, huh?
That's okay. Ron, why don't you show Bobby the lions? We'll be right with you.
What do you say, Bobby? Let's go take a look.
Come on, let's have a talk.
Here? Okay.
I have papers for you to sign. Here. Sign right here. There. Say please.
Where's, Mr. Corey?
Well, he couldn't make it. You know, he's such a busy man. There. Now. What? Here's your pen. Thanks. Go ahead. Open it. $5,000?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is for your record.
Oh, yeah. Bobby, now you're going to go with Mr. Ronald and Carolee. Now I want you to be a really, really good boy. Understand?
Mommy, where am I going?
It's going to be better for you this way, Bobby. Believe me. Now you know that Mommy's got to go into the hospital. You know that. It'll be better this way, Bobby.
Mommy, Mommy!
I gotta have those jackets before 5 o'clock. Can't wait. Okay, 3 o'clock, but you get them here, you hear me? I gotta have by 3. All right.
Well, Billy. You old son of a gun.
Hey!
Oh, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
I tell you one thing, it's been a long time since anybody called me Billy.
Yeah, you're looking good. Healthy, happy.
Single again?
Oh.
No, I'm healthy and happy. Yeah. Look at you. Hey, sit down. Guy calls me up and he says, Ed Faulkner's down here to see you. Abe Faulkner, you gotta be kidding. Abe, listen, I heard about Ted. I don't know what to say.
Well, that's sort of what I came to talk to you about, Billy.
Yeah, but you were the one who busted that pusher. Oh, not
No, he was the one that found out he was working for Fontana while you were out following that other trail.
Right, remember that trail that you thought was going somewhere and that led you to infinity?
I don't want to hear it.
Hey, Pep, can I see you for a minute?
Okay. Hey, listen, Joe, I'll take you on for 5 the next case.
Yeah, I'll buy anything.
Yeah, Bill.
I want you to meet an old friend of mine. This is Abe Faulkner, Sergeant Pepper Anderson.
How do you do?
Sergeant.
How are you?
Yeah. You know, Abe and I have been friends since I was about 5 years old. I grew up with his son, Ted. Hey, why don't you tell Pepper what you told me?
I was just saying that Ted got married to this sick girl. Sick up here. I don't know her name was. And she was beautiful. Beautiful girl, but drugs, sex, what she called the exotic. That's all she cared about. And she led Ted into a hell that he never came out of. They killed him 3 years ago.
I'm sorry. And the wife?
Last week, I learned that Anna, too, was dead. Found in some dive in New York. She wanted everything. She wound up with nothing.
But there shouldn't have been nothing. When the authorities found Abe's daughter-in-law, they should have found a little girl with her.
My granddaughter, Julie. She'd be 5 now. Now, last time I saw her, she was a beautiful little child. Now I don't know.
Pep, not only was she not with her mother, but the people who knew Anna Faulkner back there didn't even know that she had a daughter.
If I read you right, the girl's vanished?
Completely. Now, the last time I know that she was with Anna was here 8 months ago. Anna wrote for some money, and she sent along this.
She sure looks like Ted. Maybe if we start tracing, we might be able to find out where Julie is. What do you think?
Would you excuse us a minute? Bill,
Sure.
can I see you outside? I want to look at this.
Sure, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Bill, why do you do this to me? This isn't a case for us. That's not criminal conspiracy's line of work. I mean, I know how you must feel, but we've got our first real lead in the Fontana case.
Oh, honey, what do we got? We got a snitch who'll never testify against his boss in court. But, Pep, don't worry.
I know, but it just isn't fair.
Of course it's not fair, Pep. I know it's not fair.
Well,
Pep, I'm asking you to help find my best friend's little girl. You're the best policewoman in the city. You know that.
how come you only tell me that when you want something? Think.
Sergeant Fink, to you.
All you have to do is sign these papers, and the adoption can go through.
You said he's a boy. What's he like? How old is he?
4 in October.
We wouldn't be here if we didn't have to be.
Either there's too much morality these days, or too much birth control. Bet you're going to be very happy. He's Caucasian, and he's healthy.
We can see a doctor's report.
I can do better than that. Charlie? Bobby? This is Mr. and Mrs. Simon.
Oh, Bobby. Bobby, hello. Oh, am I glad to see you.
You know something? I think he looks like you a little.
When we talked, I thought your fee was a little high. I mean, $10,000.
And what do you think now?
When your dream comes true, how can you put a price on it?
We do something for you, lady?
Yeah, you're forming around.
Yeah, he's right up there. Hey, Phil, lady wants to talk to you.
What can I do for you? If it's anything personal, I'll come right down.
I'm looking for an old friend that wrote me a letter from this address.
Well, everybody's moved out. Urban renewal. We're improving the place.
Oh. Well, you wouldn't happen to have any records on former tenants, would you?
Now, if you want any forwarding addresses, you'll have to talk to the old owners. You can get that at City Hall.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Hey, I know a great little bar near there. I can hop down, we can stop off for a drink.
What's your drink?
No beer.
Sorry, I only drink champagne.
I told you, Phil, you're gonna have to class.
Hey, baby, you got it all.
We all try our best, Sergeant. Helping's what we're here for. Helping each other, helping ourselves.
I understand.
I've had this place now for about 7 years. I think of it as kind of a halfway house.
Well, what Ike means is that most of the people that live here have problems.
Junkies, ex-cons, unwed mothers, people with no place else to go, trying to get over the hump. I'm just trying to pay back some of the kindness that other people gave me when I needed it.
You can be real proud of what you're doing, Ike. Real proud. So, now what about this Anna Faulkner?
Well, it should be in here. I better go check on Marcia, see that she's okay? See ya.
Okay.
They're a great couple, Carol Lee and her husband. I couldn't run this place without them. For one thing, I could never get organized. Oh, yeah. Anna Faulkner. She stayed a little longer than a month, had one of the one-bedrooms, moved out with the rent a week overdue.
Did she leave a forwarding address?
Forwarding address? No.
I have a picture of her daughter. And she had her daughter with her?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that cute little kid. Almost forgot about her.
Oh?
She was only here a couple of weeks when she went back east to live with her father.
You're sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure. It's what her mother said.
So the last time you saw the Faulkner girl was, it must have been the week of the 18th.
Week of the 18th. Yep, that'll be about right. You know, we miss without her, Sergeant. Dope, booze, crazy parties. She just wouldn't stop.
Well, she stopped now, Ike. She's dead.
Oh, that's too bad.
Thanks, Ike.
Lucy, Sergeant Anderson. Hi. Sandy, this is Sergeant Anderson. Hi. There. See you later, Lucy. Okay. Well, what are you doing here?
I might ask that.
Well, this is home for a while. You know, when I got out of jail.
When was that?
2 weeks ago. I swear, man, I have had it with jails. Twice in 2 years is enough for a lifetime. Well, when my old man gets out, things will be a lot better. When?
Good luck, Lucy. Stay out of trouble.
Well, see you around, maybe.
Maybe.
Now, Marcia, you gotta stop this. Now you gotta get rid of Bobby's things. Either give them away or throw them away.
Like I threw him away?
Oh, you know you didn't do that.
No, I did something worse than that. I sold him like he was a piece of meat. You know, he was always such a good little boy. You know that? And brave. I remember the time when he was trying to learn how to walk. And no matter how many times he fell down.
Now you know you couldn't do it anymore. Not while you're so sick. Now look, honey. You got the money for the doctors. At least you don't have to worry about that.
I just wish there'd been some other way, you know.
Corey's been a lifesaver to us. I mean, after you've given it some time, you'll see that he's been one to you, too.
Yeah, sure. Sure, he's a real lifesaver, all right.
Mr. Corey, Marcia Gordon on line 2.
Hello, Miss Gordon. What can I do for you?
Mr. Corey, I'm sorry I had to call, but I've been going through hell these past few days.
There's no reason for that. Bobby's in a fine home, the best.
I want him back. I want my son back, Mr. Corey.
I appreciate your feelings, but there's nothing I can do. It's been arranged.
Well, isn't there something you could do, please? Anything?
Well, I suppose I could talk to the boy's new parents. I could try. Let me get back to you. You know, Ronnie, I think you were right about this Marcia Gordon.
I trust I'm not interrupting anything important.
Well, just because we don't get a chance to play lone wolf, you don't have to rub it in.
Oh, you ought to see the case he gave me.
What, you got trouble?
Well, I pinpointed the time the people who knew Anna Faulkner last saw her daughter.
That's fantastic. That's real progress. What do you got?
She told them she sent Julie to live with her father.
I thought you said her father was dead.
He is. The story has to be a cover. It's getting to be interesting.
Pep, did you check with child abandonment? Maybe she just walked off and left the kid someplace.
What do you think? You put a dummy on this case? Yeah, Bill, I checked. No Julie Faulkner. I even checked the morgue, and I took a court order to City Hall to check the adoption records. Nothing there either.
What am I going to tell Abe, Pep?
Well, I'm not going to give up. I was wondering, you want me to look into the illegal adoptions racket?
What, child buying?
Yeah, it's a high-volume business, child buying. It's the kind that makes millionaires. I'd like to take a crack at it.
Yeah, but you know, that game is played with babies. I'm talking about a 5-year-old kid.
Yeah, but I think the older kids are involved because infants are so hard to get now.
Pep, why don't you talk to your friends in juvenile? See what the child buyers are doing nowadays.
I'll do it.
You know what really bothers me about this racket? I mean, the new parents never know how badly they're taken by these crooks. They pay their money, they give their kid love, the kid loves them. And then one day somebody knocks on their door and says, hey, that child is mine.
Yeah. And if that's what happened to Abe's granddaughter, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt everybody.
Well, so this Mr. Perry, Ike Perry, he told me about this place. He said I'd be all right here.
You figure on staying long?
Well, till my time, I guess. It's 4 months. Listen, do you think you guys could help me find some kind of job?
Could be. Were you working before?
Well, yeah, until little Charlie in there knocked that right out.
What do you mean?
Well, the kind of work I did at Big Belly ain't exactly what you call an asset.
If the kid got in the way of your tricks, why didn't you get rid of it?
But that's the same as murder to me. I know that a lot of people don't understand that. It's a living thing. That's alive. I couldn't do that.
After the baby's born, do you intend to keep it?
What for? What am I going to do with it?
Well, maybe we'll be able to help you solve that problem.
Hey!
You take a look at that.
Oh, all right. What's the matter? I got tracks, but I know there's a lot of junkies that have been here.
Oh, those are new. You're still on the stuff.
Yeah, but I'm gonna shake it. I figure as long as I'm here.
You're not here. We don't want you.
Chicks like you never shake it. And your baby's gonna be born a junkie just like you.
So what?
So we don't need that, lady. We don't need that at all.
So who needs you? Who needs anything you got? Come on. You sit right there, and I'll be right back, okay?
A lovely mother. A loving mother. How could anybody dump a kid in the middle of the freeway clinging to a center divider?
God. Oh, my God.
That makes the 4th abandoned child this week. You know, across the country, that probably makes 5,000. Oh, Pepper, sometimes I wish I could just forget who I am and what I am and grab a shotgun and go after all those parents.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. I guess his loving mommy didn't know about child buyers.
Well, That gives us something to be thankful for, doesn't it? Oh, your phone call. I did some checking. Chances are the Faulkner woman lived on the west side and did business with some of these cockroaches. Twisted insects that use everything children mean to people just to make a buck.
Yeah. Got nothing on a Ike Perry?
No. Should we?
He runs the place where Anna Faulkner lived. Admitted to getting a lot of unwed mothers. I saw at least one pregnant girl while I was there.
Well, that should be a good place for you to find the sellers, but no, we have nothing on them.
Okay.
You can keep those files if you like, if you need the pictures.
Okay, Ruth, thanks.
I'm sorry we had to meet in a place like this, Mr. Corey, but you see, it's about I only get a half hour for my lunch, and it's real close to the place I work.
I think the important thing, Miss Gordon, is that we get to talk.
You've talked to the people then, the people that have Bobby.
I did my best, and I like to think of myself as being able to talk to people, but I'm afraid they just won't give him up.
Well, you see, I've got the money right here.
I'm afraid there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've got it here. I've got $4,535 and some change. And the only reason I don't have the whole thing is because I paid some bills with it. But I'll get it back to you, Mr. Corey. I promise I will.
Now listen to me. Keep the money. I've just seen your little boy. He's well. He's a very happy little boy. Things are going to be much better. Isn't that what you told him? Well, you didn't lie to him when you said goodbye.
That's right. I lied to him. That's what I did. I was so uptight.
Look! He said there's no more he can do.
Oh, he's got to do something. He'd better do something. Because I can make trouble. I can make a lot of trouble. I mean it. I met a lady at a doctor's office the other day, and she works for a lawyer. I'm not so sure everything that we did was even legal. You know what she told me? She told me that you can't buy kids, and she also told me that parents have to be approved by an agency. You can't, it doesn't just take a couple of days like the way we did it.
The only trouble you could make is what you make for yourself.
Mr. Corey, without my kid, I've got nothing to lose. Don't you see? Please give me back my kid. Please, Mr. Corey, I want my kid. Please. Please, Mr. Corey, let me have my kid.
You make sure she gets her head on, eh? Gets it on straight.
Gonna kill you.
Oh, that lousy bum of a husband of mine. Call the cops!
Well, listen. I am a cop.
Oh, come on in. Come on in. Come on. You know what? You don't know what I've had to put up with that character.
Where is he?
Come out, you bum. You've had it, bum. The cops are here.
The cops are here.
There
the
they
cops
are.
Here. Where are the cops? You're a cop?
Okay, now what's all the fuss about?
Well, we were just having what you might call a little domestic understanding.
Misunderstanding. He's drunk. Look at him. He can hardly stand up.
Don't tell me I'm drunk. Look at you.
Well, I was just having a little after-lunch cocktail. But you've been sipping up sauce ever since Wednesday.
That's because you haven't shut up on me since Wednesday.
Why don't you go out and get a job?
I'll get a job, sure. Then who's going to cook around here? Who's going to clean up? Who's... I'll be right back.
He cooks?
Yeah. Him and his trusty can opener. You name the soup, he cooks it. Say, if you're a cop, where's your gun?
Well, now, as I was saying, we were just having a little misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding?
Shut up! When Alva Claire blew, all of a sudden she started bugging me about going to her mother's on Sunday.
He hates her.
Like the plague.
Hey, You put your pants on. You never put your pants on for me, you lousy bum.
There is a lady present.
And what am I? Chopped liver?
I'm
Something
gonna
you
tell
can
you what
push
you
around whenever you feel the urge?
Ask me what you are. I'm going to tell you.
All right, hold it. Now, if you don't stop all the hollering, there's going to be more than one cop around. Now, you. Are you paying attention?
Yes,
Do you mind if could I sit down?
Oh, please, be my guest.
As long as I'm here, I might as well ask you about a woman that used to live in this building.
We would love to help you, officer, but we just moved in yesterday.
The day before yesterday.
Well, okay. Thank you. Now, remember what I said.
Oh, officer,
Yeah?
are you going to be a regular on this beat?
No, but if you don't start behaving, I'll come around regularly.
You're Sergeant Anderson, right?
It's me. Still looking for Anna Faulkner's daughter. Could I come in?
Oh, sure. Sit down.
Okay.
I'll do anything I can to help you. That's what we're here for. But you know something? We weren't what you'd really call friends.
Oh. So she didn't really share any of her secrets with you, huh?
No.
Well, did she ever mention any of these men, or did you ever see her with any of these?
No. Mm-mm. No. Nope. Sorry.
Okay, well, thanks anyway.
Those men.
Yeah.
Why do you want to know about them?
They're all involved in a burglary ring.
Sorry, I couldn't have been more help.
Oh, I'm getting used to it. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
What was that?
Sergeant Anderson, the cop I told you about.
Well, what did she want?
I don't know what she was after. She showed me some pictures. Well, I did know some of the faces.
Like who?
People I've done business with before. Guys who place kids. Like us.
What is it, lady?
Police officer. Get your hand! Didn't come looking for it, Charlie. But since I'm here, where's the stash?
Stash? What stash?
Oh, Mr. Ronald. What are you...
friend hadn't panicked, you wouldn't be here.
Hey, listen, that was smack we had laying around there. You'd have been a fool not to panic.
What did you want to see me about?
A deal.
A deal.
You asked me about Anna Faulkner, right?
And you said you didn't know her.
Well, I lied. Anna and me were friends. Very good friends, if you follow.
I follow. What I want to know about is her daughter.
We got a deal?
Maybe. Where's the girl, Eric?
With her old man.
You're about as dumb as you are chicken.
Hey, now listen, wait a minute. Now, that's the truth. Now, Anna didn't have any use for the kid anyway. I mean, it got in the way, you know? So when this dude comes up with some bucks for it...
You mean to tell me that her father made a settlement? Is that what Anna told you?
No, some lawyer. Anna said he was making all the arrangements. Dude gave her a few thou. Bought a lot of jollies. Both of us.
What was the name of the lawyer?
Well, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I never met the guy. I mean, you'll have to ask Carol Lee or Ronald. They're the ones put her onto the dude.
Carol Lee.
Pep.
Yeah.
You know the neighborhood you caught our friend in?
Yeah.
Homicide wants you down there right away. They got themselves a mess that they think you ought to know about.
Okay, Joe, take over, will you?
Got it.
Hi, Sarge. Black and White found the body about a half hour ago. But she wasn't killed yet.
Where?
In her room. There was obviously a struggle. Blood everywhere.
Well, Caruso, this is a homicide. What'd you call me for?
Ike Perry, you know him?
Yeah.
Well, he asked me to get in touch with you about this. Would like to see you. He says it's important.
I try my best, and something like this has got to happen. It's a terrible thing to come out of my place after all I've worked for.
I know. But why did you call me on this?
Well, Ann Faulkner's daughter, the missing daughter,
Yes.
Marcia Gordon. She had a son, a little boy. I figured if you were interested in the first child, you'd be interested in him, too.
Keep going.
Well, he lived with Marcia up until a few days ago, and then he left, too.
Left for where?
Well, she said she brought him to his grandparents while she got ready to go into the hospital, and she probably did, but I thought you should know about this.
Mr. Corey.
You were supposed to straighten her out, not kill her, dummy.
The cops were moving in. Broad, that lady cop Anderson. She was asking questions of everyone in the building. If she would have got to her, it would have ruined everything.
What do you think it has already done? Ronald, you've got to learn to think, to work things out. You're a big boy.
I did what I had to do.
You did what every fool has to do. And I can't afford to associate myself with fools.
Hey! Look, we'll cool things for a while, huh? And then when all this blows over, it'll be business at the same old stand.
Forget it.
What am I going to tell Carol Lee? How am I going to explain it to her?
Carol Lee is your problem.
Yeah? Well, she could become your problem.
Look, just keep away from me, both of you, or the police will find some interesting records. There's no statute of limitations in murder.
Probably Pisces or Aquarius.
I checked out all the tenants in the building. Now, almost everybody there has a record of some kind, but this guy, he's got 4 pages of charges after his name.
Ronald English.
And it's all strong-arm stuff. Armed robbery, extortion, attempted murder.
And he and his wife sort of help Ike in running the place.
Sounds like a logical contender to me.
He's also got an alibi of sorts. His wife said she was with him all night.
That really makes it of sorts.
Mm-hmm. So what's our next move?
I think it's not just getting to English. Because this guy's not smart enough to handle an operation like that. There's somebody higher up. What we got to do is get through English to whoever that somebody is.
The home survives on donations, and I've looked into the contributors. One of the biggest is a lawyer named Edward Corey.
Well, you really hit on a heavyweight this time, Pep. Yeah? I had a run-in with this dude one time. He's very slick. He's a real bend-the-rules kind of operator.
Not to mention the fact that the last time Ronald English was in court, this guy was his attorney and got him off on a manslaughter charge.
Well, that ought to tell us something.
Yeah, well, it tells me that we got to find a way to smoke the clown out.
Sergeant Anderson?
Oh, hi, Lucy.
You wanted to talk to me?
Yeah, it'll only take a minute. It's about your guy.
You talked to him?
He tells me you two have been wanting to make plans for when he gets out of prison.
When did you talk to him? When'd you see him?
This morning, in the lockup. He comes up for sentencing next week. How would you like to help him?
Help him? Sergeant Anderson, I'd do anything to help him.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Lucy. Something the matter?
I wanted to talk to Ronald.
Well, what's the matter? Something I shouldn't know about?
Well, no, it's, well, yes.
Come on in. Come on. Sit down. You know, Lucy, Ron and I have no secrets from each other. What can we do for you?
Well, it's about the other night. You know, when Marcia was killed.
What about it?
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to go out for a walk. But when I came downstairs, I saw you.
What?
You were at Marcia's door. It was 1 o'clock in the morning, but you were letting yourself into her apartment with a key.
So?
So I heard some glass breaking, and I heard a struggle.
Why didn't you stay around for the whole act?
Because I got scared and I split. You killed her, Ronald. You killed her.
You lying little...
Hold it. Hear her out.
Yeah, that's real smart. You can't kill 2 of us in the same apartment and get away with it.
Lucy? What if I should tell you that Ron and I were together all night? No way he could have left.
Cops need eyewitnesses, and I'm it. Look, Carolee, I hate cops as much as anyone, and I won't go to them unless I absolutely have to.
How much?
You 2 are involved in that baby business. I don't know what it is, but I know there's some bread.
How much?
Ooh, 15 thou.
You blackmail.
Hold it.
It'd wipe out everything we work for. We'd have hardly anything left.
You know something, Ron? It wouldn't wipe out Ed Corey.
Oh, I tried to phone him. He won't pick it up. Not for us.
He's got to. Now. You know I'd never really bother you, Mr. Corey, but it's for your own good as well as ours. A girl here saw Ronald with Marcia Gordon the other night. She wants $25,000 to keep quiet. Fine. We'll be there. He wants the three of us to meet him tonight at 11 o'clock.
She made it. So far. How's that for up in the ante? Y50 to 12Y52. They just pulled out. Be ready to pick them up at the corner.
Got you, Bill.
Everything's cool now. I'll get the bread.
We told you, Lucy, you're gonna be rich. Relax and listen to the music.
And I can't say much for the guy's taste in music.
Beats listening to his rap. A little.
Yeah.
You guys stay here, Pepper, and I'll take the point.
Right. So this is the young lady who's going to put us back into business together.
You got the bread?
Before we talk about money, tell me what you know.
I already told them.
Who put you up to this? Ike Perry?
That old goat, strictly on my own man. Now, you got the bread?
No. I don't have any bread.
They said you were going to come up with 25
What
big
they
ones.
said is what I told them, not what I thought about later. What your husband did was messy. Having this around is messy, too.
Hey, well, look, mister, this was just supposed to be a business deal. Pure and simple, that's all.
Ronald, straighten her out your own way, and I'll welcome you back into the fold.
And get me! Hurry up! Hurry up!
Police officer, freeze! Police, freeze! Stay back, stay back!
You okay?
Hey, you two. I'm going to get you for false arrest. Entrapment.
We're gonna throw the book at you.
And that includes murder, sweetheart.
Sergeant. Sergeant. You're still gonna talk to the judge about my old man, aren't you? You promised.
You bet I will. You really delivered, Lucy.
It's me, Julie. Julie, don't you remember me? Don't you remember the zoo and the pony rides?
She needs a little time, Mr. Faulkner. She's a super little girl.
Julie, this is your grandfather, and he loves you as much as we do. And you're going to live with him now.
I'm not going to take you away, Julie. I won't take you anywhere, I promise. Couldn't I be your grandpa? Couldn't you call me Grandpa?
Mr. Faulkner, we'd like it very much if you stayed for dinner.
I'd love that. Thank you.
Well, if all of you stayed, please.
Gee, I don't know, Pep, what do you think?
Oh, no, thanks. We've got a lot of work to do. And you need some time to yourselves. We'll take a rain check.
We'll talk to you later.
Bill? Thanks. Both of you.
My sister is missing. Please help me find her.
What do you blind, stupid public servants know or care
Well, I
about
tell you,
the
this
truth?
particular blind, stupid public servant is the one who decides whether or not to book you.
Glenna Burns is a mute. She's different from us in only one way, Mr. Lord. She can't speak.
I want an ambulance sent to 102 Crestview and make it quick. Look, I did not touch her. I do not know where she was staying.
Operator, I'm telling you, she would never leave the phone off the hook.
Southern Airlines announces the departure of Flight 19 for Dallas, Atlanta, and Miami at Gate 1. All passengers, Southern Airlines Flight 19, the plane is now ready for boarding at Gate 1. This year's of the Jolly O Tour Group urgently request that all members report to her in the Lanai Lounge. Thank you.
Where to, miss? No speaking English, huh? Oh, okay, I get Oh, I understand. You want me to wait, but I gotta keep the old clock ticking though, huh?
Yes? Glenn? Well, of course. I'd recognize you anywhere. How nice to see you. Come on in. Let's go in the den. This way, Glenna. Certainly nice to meet you after all these years. I don't know. She left 6 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since. I'm sorry, I don't understand it, dude. I'm certainly glad you came. Things had gotten to the point where I was going to call you, send you a telegram, find out what you'd heard, if you knew anything at all. See the police about what? Oh, no. You don't report a disappearance unless you suspect foul play, and with Beth, it wasn't that. Well, look, you must have known she wrote you all the time. I mean, our marriage was not... Look, she was emotionally disturbed. Now, she threatened to leave many times, and one night, all of a sudden, like that, she was gone. But she'll be back. I know, Beth. Now, don't worry. Look, maybe you'd like to stay here, and we can try to work this out together. Look, I know it's not the Taj Mahal, but it's surely more comfortable than a hotel room.
Julian! Julie! Darling, I've just been... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had a guest.
This is my secretary, Irene Wilson. She...
Julian, was that her sister?
It sure was.
Tell Crowley I got his message. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm on my way to Lieutenant Berrien's office now. John?
Hi, Pep. Come on in.
Hello.
This is the young lady I was telling Crowley about.
Hi.
Miss Glenna Burns.
Hi.
This is Sergeant Anderson.
Well, I guess you've had a long trip. Canada, was it?
It was Nova Scotia. I also told her you used to work for me.
Oh, a slave driver, this one. I had to get out.
Oh, well, listen, I've changed my ways and my whip. Do you want to transfer back?
Oh, first show me your new whip.
I've also told her that you can read hands.
Well, I'm a little rough at it. Well, how can we help you, Glenna? My sister is missing. I haven't heard from her in 6 days. Weeks. Oh, she hasn't heard from her in 6 weeks. She's very worried. This is my sister when she visited my aunt. Aunt and me 3 years ago. These are letters which she wrote to me since that visit. I feel it's very urgent. Oh, if she feels it's very important, we read them, all right?
Does your sister live here, Miss Burns? Does she work here? Is she married?
Married. Have you been in touch with her husband? She just left him. He has no idea where she might have gone? He says no. I see. Please help me find her. She wants us to help her find her. Well...
Hep, you really did well. Thanks a lot.
Oh.
Look, I'm due at a briefing, so why don't you two just get acquainted, pour yourselves a cup of coffee, and I'd really appreciate it if you could drop Miss Burns off at the hotel on your way back.
Well, I was about to suggest that, but Glenna, etched in my memory forever is the rotten coffee in this office. So goodbye, John.
How nice. You remembered.
Hey, Frosty, a little late.
I'm a little sorry. Very little.
Yeah, but I got to get the trunk back to the garage. Hey, hold it. Your old man, he been to the baker's?
He went. Still warm. Nice. Very nice. Huh.
Yeah, very nice. Hey, what are you doing?
Well, at these prices, Gus, I think I better check some of the pelt numbers. Just see what kind of merchandise you've got.
Hey, you know, Frosty, I've been thinking about us a lot.
What about us a lot?
Mexico? You know, I'm having a little time off soon, and what do you say we take a little trip, huh?
Well, see, I'm on a diet, and I'm afraid I'll eat too much of that food. I love those tacos.
Who's going to be eating all day? Cuernavaca. I got a friend down there in Cuernavaca. He's got a villa. It's his own. He says we can have it. You ever seen one of those villas?
I saw the movie. I loved Wallace Beery.
Yeah, me too. I like that picture. That was a good picture.
It's good stuff, Gus. Real good. Okay. All right, here you go. 23,000, just like you said. Now, how about if we start transferring the dry cleaning?
There's 35 coats in there.
So?
Well, you ain't gonna get them all in that little job over there.
Well, I know, Gus, I know. That's why I've got some help. Nothing to worry about. They're all kin to my old man. They're right over there. You want to call them? Call them over, Gus.
Okay, Gus, police department, let's go.
Sorry about Cuernavaca, Gus.
Well, I don't think it would be going too far down a dead-end street.
All right, which one of you guys want to chase him?
Joe? Heads.
I knew it.
2 heads.
Yeah, well, it's better than none, buddy.
Oh, come on, Gus.
Don't shoot, don't shoot.
Shoot? What do you mean, shoot? Come on. Get out of there and slip into these, and we'll all go home early. Come on.
This one's Glenna, and that's her sister, Elizabeth. She refers to her as Beth.
Nova Scotia?
Not actually Nova Scotia. It's a little island off the coast called Albin. They were both brought up by their aunt, a Mrs. Mitchell. From what I can gather, she owns the island. Definitely not poor folk.
Have you had a chance to read the letters yet?
Half of them so far. Who's got the mustard?
Use the duck sauce. It's better. What'd you get from the letters?
A lot. About the husband. Beth was suspicious that he was having an affair with a girl named Irene.
What else does he do?
He's an architect builder. Beth was obviously very much in love with him, but no indication she planned to leave him.
Your sister's very pretty. Was she born mute?
No. When she was about 4 years old, they found a growth in her throat. They operated, but...
She got a scar. It goes right along here.
Yeah. Bill, do you mind if I stay on the case a few more days?
Okay. But I tell you, I want you back on this patroning case as soon as possible.
No, I was not at any hotel last night.
Mr. Lord informed me that he was home last night, asleep.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
This Irene Wilson.
This Irene Wilson happens to be my secretarial assistant and not, as you seem to be implying, my mistress.
Oh, I see. Your secretarial assistant.
That's right.
Well, where was your secretarial assistant last night?
Away on business in San Francisco.
Sergeant, have you considered the very likely possibility that it was a burglar or some sex freak who attacked my client's sister-in-law?
Yes, we have. But when we picked her up at the hospital this morning, she said she hadn't been robbed or sexually assaulted.
Yeah, so it had to be me, huh? Right? She said she saw me.
No, she said that the room was dark and she only saw a shadow.
Mine, of course. I mean, my wife is missing and I know exactly where she is, but I don't want anybody else to know. Isn't that what you're trying to say? Look, I did not see Glenna last night. I did not touch her. I do not know where she was staying.
Would you swear to that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wish somebody would tell me what the hell is going on around here. Judy,
Yeah,
is your
Pep, you wanna
attorney.
bring him in,
I
please?
don't need an attorney to tell me what the truth is. It'll be my word against their idiotic speculations. Damnedest thing I ever saw in my life.
Come in.
Excuse me.
Hi.
This is Charlie Tedesco, Mr. Lord. He drives a cab for the city cab company. Do you recognize him? Mr. Tedesco, do you recognize this man?
Yeah, I do, Sergeant. Came to the garage last night about 8 o'clock to see me.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
That it?
That's it. Thanks very much.
Okay.
You want to explain that, Mr. Lord?
What is this, some plot hatched up by my pathetic wife and her equally pathetic sister?
Glenna Burns is a mute. She's different from us in only one way, Mr. Lord. She can't speak. That does not make her pathetic.
You want to explain about the cab driver?
When Glenna left yesterday, I made a note of the license plate and the cab company. I called the garage. I found out about Mr. Tedesco. We met.
And you paid him $50.
That's right.
Why?
I wanted to know where she went. Glenna showed up at my house yesterday suddenly out of nowhere. We talked. When she left, I had the feeling she suspected me of something, was going to the police, and I wanted to talk to her before she did.
Why?
Because whatever happened between me and my wife is our own personal problem. Now, can't you people understand that?
Mr. Lord, is it true that you're under investigation right now by the Securities and Exchange Commission?
Oh, come on, will you?
All right, I'll explain that. My client and 3 partners formed a corporation. Each of them was going to put up $3 million to develop a new retirement community. Now, because of circumstances, my client couldn't produce a share of the money, but this doesn't mean he won't.
Yeah, these circumstances, do they have anything to do with the money that your wife was going to give you, only she didn't?
There's one thing I do know. I don't have to discuss that with a sergeant.
Now, Cradle, you have nothing on which to hold my client. You know that.
And you know that this is only an investigation, a search for the truth, which...
Oh, a search for the truth? Is that a joke? What do you blind, stupid public servants know or care about
I tell you,
the
this
truth?
particular blind, stupid public servant, the one who decides whether or not to book you. You get him the hell out of here.
Well, so is this what you people do on a slow day for your kicks?
You better get him out of here.
Damn
Mind. I know what's going on here, but it's only going to complicate matters.
Couldn't care less, Frank. I'm bored of the way cops go
There's
around
no way to act.
pushing people around, saying what
Why
they want to
incur
say.
their displeasure?
I couldn't care less.
Love head steak. I'm absolutely sure if you can stand my crazy hours. Here's Miss Burns' key.
I'll fetch your bill as soon as the computer rings up the good news. Miss Burns, may I please have your credit card? And simply sign this.
Yeah, boys. Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric.
And this here is Chaucer. He was born in London, England.
He's a bloomin' beauty.
He sure is. What's your name?
That's Glenna, and I'm Pepper.
He's a show dog.
Miss Burns?
Oh, here, I'll take it.
He sure does like you, Glenna. You too, Pepper. I guess it's because you're both so pretty. We have to go now. Bye.
Well, here it is. And I went shopping yesterday, so the refrigerator is full of goodies. You can help yourself, whatever you want. I'll show you upstairs, because that's going to be your room for a while. No, it doesn't open up, but it's just as comfortable as my bed upstairs. What? Oh, no, ma'am. That's where I'm going to sleep. You're going to be one of those? You're going to be a house guest that gives me no trouble? I wish I could say the same for some of my relatives. Are you sure? All right. Excuse me. Who is it?
It's William.
William who?
Quit horsing around. Open up, let me in.
Is it the William who could have arrived a few minutes earlier to help with the heavy luggage?
No, it's the William who okays your petty cash.
Oh, hi, Bill.
You're all cop, aren't you? Hi, Glenna. How are you? Everything okay? Boy, talk about a day. You got something cold to drink?
Yeah, out here. Come on.
You want to go out on the terrace?
That's better.
Every time I come out here, I feel like Jungle Jim. Here, I'll give you a hand. Orange juice and martini glasses?
Well, when I get a raise, you get a silver chalice.
I see. Glenna, I read your sister's letters. There's only one I could find in which there was something a little cryptic.
In reference to Arcady?
Yeah. Here. It says, my dreams, Julian, everything I've had with him, the good and the bad. I have the feeling that it will all end as dreadfully as it all began so beautifully at Arcady. What is Arcady?
It's the name of a cabin that Julian built for himself and my sister after they were married. A hideaway.
Where's it located?
Near a lake.
Which lake? Did she ever say?
Once she wrote to me that it was very warm there. But she said that was very funny because... Wait a minute. Go back to... I missed it. Go back to funny. She said it was very funny because the name indicated a place very cold. Oh, Glenn, I can't remember the name.
Very Cold Springs?
There's a place about 30 miles north of there, Snow Canyon.
No. Frost Lake. Frost Lake.
Is that it?
Sure, I know Mr. Lord. What about? Does he got a cabin around here?
Maybe. Who wants to know? I hope he's in no trouble. He's a nice man. Nice wife.
Oh? Have you seen him lately?
Well, can't say I have.
What can you say about the cabin? Can you tell me where it is?
Yeah. Come on inside. I'll draw you a map.
Hey, Joe, come here.
What do you got?
A septic tank.
Hello. Yes, Bill. Yes, she's here. I see. All right. They found a body. It could be Beth.
I have the feeling that it will all end as dreadfully as it all began so beautifully. At Arcady, your loving sister Elizabeth.
Thank you, Sergeant. Your Honor, I should like to present this letter written by the hand of Elizabeth Lord to the court designated Exhibit A.
You may do so, Mr. Hogan.
Now, Sergeant Crowley, would you please tell us what happened next?
Yes, we learned from Miss Burns that Arcady was the name of a cabin that Mr. Lord had built. We located the cabin, made a search, and found a body.
Would you please tell us where you found the body and the condition of that body?
Mostly bones. We found them buried in the sump of a tank, a septic tank, not far from the cabin. It's decomposed, but definitely female Caucasian.
Is there anything else you can think about in regards to the condition of that body?
Yes, sir.
What is that, Lee?
It was decapitated.
Decapitated?
Yes.
Anything else, Sergeant?
Yes, according to the autopsy report, there's evidence that the decomposition of the body was aided by the use of a powerful acid.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. Cross-examination?
Sergeant Crowley, as you know, this is a preliminary hearing that my client has not been found guilty of a thing. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
He has, however, been accused of the murder of his wife. Now,
Is there any proof, wherever it is,
in that autopsy report that you just referred to that the deceased was indeed Elizabeth Lord?
No, there isn't, but...
Just answer yes or no.
No.
Well, now, Miss Wilson, what is your occupation?
I'm presently unemployed.
But you did work as an assistant to Mr. Lord for some time now, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Now, why are you no longer employed by the accused?
Objection, Your Honor. The question is irrelevant.
I beg to differ with the distinguished counselor for the defense, Your Honor. I feel the question is important, and I intend to prove that importance.
Overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Now, why do you no longer work for the accused, Miss Wilson?
I quit.
Would you mind telling the court why?
I wasn't feeling very well. I needed a rest.
Miss Wilson, were you ever romantically involved with the accused?
Objection. I must insist that this entire line of questioning is totally irrelevant.
Overruled. I'm afraid I'll have to overrule you again, Mr. Hall.
I repeat the question. Miss Wilson, were you ever involved romantically with the accused? And I remind you, you are still under oath.
I was involved with him. Briefly.
You were having an affair with the accused. Is that correct?
Yes.
You knew he had a wife. You knew that. And yet you and he engaged in the most flagrant love affair. Is that correct?
I said yes.
I have no more questions, Your Honor.
I guess you could say I was one of Beth's closest friends.
When did you meet?
Oh, 8 or so years ago. Shortly before she and Julian were married.
Mrs. Larkin, would you tell us some of the things that you got to know about Mrs. Lord during those 8 years?
She came from a very wealthy family. Supported both herself and Julian after they were married, while he was taking postgraduate studies in architecture. Supported him spiritually during some of the hard times, until Julian finally made it.
Mrs. Larkin, did she ever discuss intimate matters with you?
Yes, she did.
When did you last see Elizabeth Lord?
We had lunch at Le Mans, a little French restaurant we used to go to. Beth looked very pale, nervous. She told me how Julian had been drinking, became violent, unreasonable at times. How he had fired another maid and she had been busy interviewing a whole slew of women.
About the marriage. Did she talk to you about that?
She said things were bad, but that she was determined to straighten them out, if it killed her.
Thank you, Mrs. Larkin. I have no more witnesses.
Now remember, you're under oath. Did you have anything to do with the murder of your wife, Elizabeth Lord?
I did not.
Would you please repeat your answer?
No, I did not.
Did you love your wife?
Yes, I did. I do.
Despite the fact that you became involved with several other women?
Well, that was because of her.
Would you explain that, Mr. Lord?
Beth was ill, mentally, emotionally. She became increasingly difficult to live with.
So you were forced to turn to other women. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I don't say I'm proud of it or it's the right thing to do, but it's what I did. But I tried to help. I tried to get her psychiatric help. That seemed to frighten her even more. I honestly wasn't surprised when she left me or disappeared. It had nothing to do with money now. I was going to handle that part of it myself.
Thank you. No more questions.
I have just one question for you, Mr. Lord. In your line of business, do you have access to quantities of acid?
No.
Well, now, according to this purchase order, signed by you, dated May 15th of this year, you authorized the purchase of the following items for your company. 6 50-pound drums of sulfuric acid, 20 100-pound bags of lime, and 2 100-pound bags of lye.
I run a very large business. It's highly possible that one of my department heads ordered it.
That's all.
Yeah, but you don't understand.
Thank you very much. You've answered the question.
Mrs. Larkin, may I speak to you for just a minute, please?
Tomorrow, Glenna, we come back. The judge will make his decision, and that's it until the trial. I want you all to know that shall not wait. My work is finished. I want to fly home to Alban, where there is peace, land, and water.
I tell you what, I'll buy lunch if we can all visit you one day. What does that mean?
Not a chance.
Look, since you're springy, why don't we go down to Vinny's and have a peanut butter sandwich?
Yes, that sounds good to me.
Yeah?
Hey, Pep, it's Bill. Yeah, we've run into a snag on that Petroni case. Yeah, we're at the Four Winds. Hey, you should see the ceiling here.
Oh, that place Pete's friend just opened.
Hey, Bill, your order's on the table.
Thanks. Yeah, they got a menu here with everything on it from baked aardvark to zabaione.
I'll give you a tip. Stick with the zabaione. So what else?
Hey, listen, the reason I called you. We need that new number on Petroni. You wrote it down on something, didn't you? Didn't you jot it down?
Hold on. Let me see if I got the right purse. And while I'm gone, don't eat any aardvark. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I don't know if this is the right one or not, but try 555-8373.
555-8373. Okay, I may get back to you, kid.
Try not to, kid. I'd like to make a long-distance call to Alban, Nova Scotia.
Right, I'm coming. Oh, sure, I'll get there. Mitchell residence.
Hello, may I speak to Mrs. Mitchell, please?
She's not here.
Glenna Burns. Is she there?
She died last month. Who's calling?
Do you have any idea where Beth is? Elizabeth Lord.
Mrs. Lord? In California. Well, now, look, if you'd like me to take a message, I can...
No, thank you.
Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting a body up for something like that.
How's that, Bill?
Pat was right about the aardvark.
What do you mean?
I think you got the winner.
Who got the winner? You kidding me?
That's terrible.
Where do you think he's at now?
Who, Pete?
Petroni.
Well, I got a hunch. He's in Las Vegas. And he'll be back tomorrow the next day.
How come the hunch?
3 things. First of all, I got ESP. Secondly, I made a great deduction. And third, a friendly just told me on the telephone.
Well, then why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Bill, Hoskins wants to talk to you on the phone. This late?
Fred stopped by.
Yes, I know. The
Paul.
usual.
How you feeling?
A lot better, thanks. Oh, say, listen, Bill. I just completed my work on those bones and stuff that you brought from the tank sump. Yeah, I just thought you ought to know that all the tests indicate that the victim was Caucasian, female, between 60 and 70 years of age.
Wait a minute. About how old?
Okay, then, okay. Make it between 60 and 65, okay?
Okay, Paul, thanks. I got some interesting news for you. That body we found at Frost Lake, the lady was 65 years old.
65?
Mm-hmm.
Who could it be?
I don't know. I'm sure of one thing. It ain't Julian Lord's wife.
The face is completely different. It's so different that... Of course, plastic surgery. And the eyes, contact lenses, the hair is easy to change. Am I right? Am I right, damn you? And then something special for the neck, something you could apply when you needed it, a scar, like hers, just like your sister's. I'm right, aren't I?
What's the matter, William? The aardvark getting to you?
No, I tell you what's getting to me. Arcady's getting to me. Man, you talk about irony. Somebody decides they're gonna knock off some old lady. So they go up in the middle of nowhere to some cabin that nobody ever goes to. They dump the bones in a cesspool tank. And they cover them up. Now, what is the percentage of anybody ever digging that up? Of those bones ever being found? Huh? I mean, ironically, it hadn't been for Glenna. Listen, I'm gonna go give Pep a call.
But then you had to go through that first major test and see Julian. Would he recognize you? He didn't, did he? And so you came to me.
Yeah, operator. I have an emergency call, please, for 904-2133. Yeah, I'm getting a busy. Bill Crowley.
The letters. I read them. All about your love for your Julian, but what I didn't read into them was your fear that you were losing him to another woman. So you decided to get even. To get him. Didn't you? So you called him that night to see if he was home. And he was. And you stabbed yourself. A few days later, after we found that body, you knew your plan had worked.
Operator, would you check it again, please? There's no way it could be off the hook. Yeah. Operator, I'm telling you, she would never leave the phone off the hook. Pete, Joe?
Who was she? The woman you murdered? Some poor soul who answered your ad for a maid? It's not important. We'll find out. You're sick. You're a very sick woman. You need help. Why don't you start by giving me the gun?
I want an ambulance sent to 102 Crestview and make it quick. You hear? Quick.
There you go.
My gun.
Yeah.
She shot me. She's not.
She's not what?
She's not Glenna.
Hey, Bill, Pep's car is missing.
Give me that blanket, will you?
How come it never hurts when John Wayne gets shot?
Yeah.
Hello, is Mrs. Lord there?
No, she's not. Who wants to know?
This is Transcontinental Airlines. We want her to know that her flight to Toronto will be delayed at least 45 minutes.
Transcontinental Airlines announces the departure of Flight 62 for Winnipeg and Toronto at Gate 8. All passengers, Transcontinental Airlines Flight 62. Your plane is now ready for boarding at Gate 8. Flight 51, Baja Airlines, is now arriving at Gate 16. Baja Airlines, Flight 51, now arriving at Gate 16.
Hey, Joe!
California Airlines announces the arrival of Flight 103 from London, Glasgow, and Sheffield at Gate 3. Flight 103, California Airlines, now arriving at Gate 3.
Fake. Anybody call for a male nurse and 2 used pharmacists?
Oh, boy, some people really got it made.
Hey, where's the TV?
This place is driving me crazy. Did you come to spring me?
No, we came bearing gifts.
How nice. Day-old daisies.
I never promised you a rose garden.
Julian Lord sent roses. By the way, he thanks us for pursuing the truth. Isn't that nice? Joe, thank Harriet for sending the candy. But, Bill, I gotta get out of this place.
Look, Harriet thought the candy was all right. But the kids thought the popcorn was better.
Maybe they can get me out of here.
Well, here's something that might help. A little poetry by Shelley.
Berman?
Winters.
Maybe she can get me out of here. Bill.
Listen, speaking of getting out, I gotta go. I'm doing court.
All right. Well, listen, thanks. They really are nice.
They're nice because they reminded me of you.
How sweet.
I'll see you in the morning.
Can't you come by tonight?
Honey, I can't come by tonight. I got so many reports to fill out I won't be through before... Listen, on second thought, I will come by tonight. What time do you guys close, anyway?
I think we've been had. Did you miss me, Marianne?
Well, what's your hurry?
A baby is missing.
Buy her back? What do you mean? You mean you bought-headed from her?
She kidnapped her own baby.
Nobody gonna take my baby away from me!
There she is. They're never gonna catch us, honey. Back off so she can slow down. We can't lose that baby.
Well, now, what'd you say? Do you like that one, Heather?
Which one will it be? The blue one or the yellow one?
Blue's prettiest.
Do you think so?
Not me. It's your baby. See how she loves that blue one?
Oh, well, if you love this blue hat, then this is the one we'll buy. Could you send this home too, please?
I'll be happy to, Mrs. Jensen. I'll be with you in a moment.
It's no hurry for me. I got 5 months to go yet.
Are you pregnant?
Yes, ma'am. I got my heart set on having a little girl just like yours.
Did you hear that?
Something like this should be safe, huh?
Well, rattles always are, particularly yellow.
We'll send that out to you Thursday, Mrs. Jensen.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Now, may I help you?
Yeah, I'd like this, please.
Cash or charge?
Ready?
Cash.
Oh.
This was made for you, Mrs. Jensen. Your color, the style, these flowing lines.
I don't know.
Why don't you try it on?
Put you down. You're such a big girl.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
I bought the yellow rattle.
Oh, that's nice. What do you think of this?
Oh, well, that's about the prettiest dress I ever saw.
Oh.
On your figure, Mrs. Jensen? Why did you try it on?
I don't know. I like it, but,
I could watch your baby for you.
Oh, listen, are you sure you don't mind?
No. And don't you worry about it. I know how to take care of babies. I got 5 brothers and 4 sisters, and I'm the oldest.
All right.
Mrs. Jensen.
Okay. Heather, you be a good little girl, Heather. Mommy'll be right back. Right back.
This way.
Thank you very much.
It's all right. Take your time.
Okay.
Did you miss me, Marianne?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch it out, heads up, back straight. Good, good. Stretch it out, stretch it out. Good. Keep stretching it out. Okay. What we're really working up to is we're going to be working up to this exercise.
Excuse me, I hate to interrupt. Could I see Miss Anderson, please?
Bill, did you come all the way down here just to see all these girls in tights?
No, I came down here to keep you from breaking your neck. Why don't you get a cup of coffee? I got a friend of yours here.
Okay.
Cheers.
Hello.
Mark, hi.
It's been a long time.
How good to see you. How have you been? What are you doing down here?
You haven't seen the kidnapping report. Mr. Jensen's baby's been kidnapped.
Heather has been kidnapped? Oh, no. I'm so sorry. What can I do?
You see, naturally, Donna's blaming herself for what happened, and I'm
Mr. Jensen wants to talk to you, Pepper.
I'm so afraid what she might do. She asked to see you. Would you please come and see her, Pepper?
Oh, sure. Is it all right, Bill?
It's okay. We'll get somebody to work on your case.
I told the doctor that I didn't want to have tranquilizer till I talked to you first. But he insisted, so I'm sorry. I may not make any sense.
You're making sense, Donna. Now, please, just tell me.
Oh, how could I have been so stupid?
You weren't stupid. You did what any mother would do. It was the natural thing to do.
You know how Mark is so crazy about Heather? How he loves
Come on, Donna, please. Come on.
gone.
Come on.
Oh, my fault.
We're going to find her, but you're going to have to help us. When did you first notice her? Did she seem to be following you through the store? What?
This may sound silly. Maybe, I'm sorry, I'm so tired.
Come on, Donna, stay with me.
But this morning, when I left the house, I noticed, in my rearview mirror, one of those little foreign cars, and there was a girl driving it with a little green outfit on or something.
You mean she followed you all the way from here to the store?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. Oh.
Mark,
Yeah.
do you know who Heather's natural mother is?
No.
Then the mother wouldn't know who adopted the baby, would she?
No, I don't think that the adoption agency would give out that information. Why?
Crazy notion I've got. Who arranged for the adoption? Did you?
No. After we tried every regular adoption route, we gave up. You know, it's the same old problem. Too many applicants and too few babies. And then this junior associate in my law firm, he knew about a private adoption agency, so he handled all the details.
Could I meet him?
Dennis? Sure. He's asked at least a dozen times if he could meet you. I showed him a picture I took of you at Newport Beach.
Oh.
Remember? In front of Udo's?
Can you call him?
Yeah, sure. I think he's still in the office. Would it help if I offered a reward?
It might.
Okay. Hello, Cindy. Is Dennis there? Yeah, I'll hold him. You know, what worries me is how they're treating Heather.
Who is it? Thelma. Oh, Thelma, come on in. I thought I heard a baby. Isn't she cute?
When'd you start babysitting?
I ain't babysitting. This is Mary Ann, my baby.
Since when?
Since 6 months ago when she was born. Mary Ann, say hello to Thelma. Now you say hello to her, Thelma.
Hello.
Look at her. She's just a spitting image of her daddy.
You know who her daddy is?
Of course. Scott, my husband.
You married?
Well, of course. How could I have a baby if I wasn't married?
Don't make me answer that in front of the kid, huh? This, husband of yours, where is he?
He's in the Navy. Didn't I tell you? He's due home on leave day after tomorrow.
No. You didn't tell me, Tammy.
Sure thought I did.
Where you been hiding, Mary Ann, is it?
Mm-hmm. It's named after my prettiest cousin. That's where she's been staying. At her house. She lives right here in town. But I went to see her every day after work. Didn't I, honey? Yeah. I thought sure I told you that.
No. No, there are a lot of things you didn't tell me.
Sergeant Anderson?
Oh, yes. Hello.
Come with me. I suppose Mark told you. He caught me just as I was leaving the office.
Yes, he did.
Hope you don't mind meeting me here.
No, it's all right.
I figured whatever you wanted couldn't wait until the morning. Am I right? You care for something?
No, thank you very
Nothing,
much.
thank you. You and Mark were a thing at one time. Isn't that right?
Dennis, this is not a social call. I need some information about Heather's adoption, and I need it fast.
Yeah. What's the terrible thing about the kidnapping? Unfortunately, I'm afraid that all my files are in the office.
Then shall we go to your office?
Now?
Yes, right this minute.
Well, what's your hurry?
A baby is missing. That's my hurry. Now, you arranged the adoption. Who, what, where? I need some answers.
Suppose I said you're pretty when you're angry.
Suppose I punch you in the nose. Now, about the adoption. Was it legitimate?
Would I deal with some shady black market for babies, especially for one of my senior partners?
Don't make me answer that. What kind of a deal did you make?
Look, I wish you wouldn't call it a deal. It was all very legal, everything above board.
Except for the under-the-table money, plus your big fat fee. That it?
Look, my dear lady cop, I don't apologize for my lifestyle to anyone. I like the way I live, and it takes money.
Who made the arrangements with the natural mother? Did you meet her?
I might have.
Do you know her name?
The adoption agency would know that, but they won't tell you.
Well, let me handle that. You just give me the name of the agency.
I don't remember.
You don't remember. I wonder if you had a little boy who came home from the office one day and he just wasn't there, what you'd do. I can also get a court order to search your files.
You win. I'm remembering.
It is after hours. And even if it weren't, I can't let you examine those files. They are strictly confidential.
Don't you understand? A baby has been stolen, and it's possible those files could lead us to the kidnapper.
I don't see how.
Maybe you could see if we look at the Jensen file.
No. Unless you get a court order, which I doubt you can, no one sees those files. Now, you'll have to leave. I'm late getting home. Prudence will be furious with me. She always wants her milk and cat food at precisely 6 o'clock.
I hope your sister enjoys her meal.
So they do the best they can.
What's the best they can?
I don't know, late this afternoon, maybe even tomorrow.
Why does it take so long to get a measly little court order?
Well, who said it? The wheels of justice grind slowly?
I did, and it's no source of comfort.
This lawyer fellow must have fried you pretty good.
Chris.
This $10,000 reward that Mark Jensen's offering. Did he discuss that with you?
We talked about it. Hope the right person sees it.
Who is it? Thelma. Oh, hi, Thelma. Come on in.
I will.
I just got finished changing her. I'm going to feed her again.
Marianne?
A pretty name.
You sure it ain't Heather?
That's a pretty name, too, but her name's Mary Ann. I just washed out a little dress for her. I'm going to have to get her some new things, though, so she looks real pretty for her daddy.
That dress. Pink. 2 ducks. That's the way the newspaper described the dress that Heather Jensen of TV and newspaper fame was wearing when she was kidnapped by a young woman that fits your description to a T. Tammy, darling.
Thelma, honey, what are you talking about?
Knock it off. You know what I'm talking about, honey. I wasn't born yesterday. Unfortunately. Look, I ain't been doing too good lately, bread-wise. I need the bread bad, kid. Look, it'll be easy. We'll split 50-50. Well, you can't try to collect the reward. I mean, they'd recognize you, right? But who knows me? I found the kid on the doorstep. Who put her there? Oh, who knows? And then I remember this Jensen kidnapping thing. I call the number offering the reward, and then they rush right over here. The father, all the reporters, and they say, here you are, 10 grand. And our undying gratitude for... Oh, well, then I meet you, or I mail you 5 grand. What do you say, Jen? A deal?
No! Get out of here, Thelma. Just get out of here.
All right, I'm going. But don't ever say I didn't give you a chance to get your share. You're gonna be sorry, kid. Hello? Is this the party that's offering a $10,000 reward for a missing baby? Yeah, well, I got some information. There's this lady who lives in my apartment building. No, I'm telling you, it fits the description exactly. I just saw the baby. Yeah. She's my baby.
Who is this?
I didn't steal her. She's my very own baby.
Hello?
Thelma was calling about a kidnapped baby, one in the newspapers.
She was talking to the baby's father at the time. She never mentioned it. I mean, you don't know where she could have seen this baby, do you?
You know, funny thing, I thought I heard a baby crying the other night, and I said, no, it's got to be Mrs. McCreary's cats next door. She keeps cats, 6 of them.
At first you thought it was a baby, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Could the sound have come from this apartment?
You know, it's a crazy thing, but I thought it came from Thelma's room. I mean, crazy. She entertains a lot of men in her apartment, not any babies that I know about. It could have come from downstairs.
Just below?
Yeah.
Who lives down there?
Tammy Swanson. Lives alone. I don't know what she does for a living, except she's always late with her rent. Hey, come to think of it, let's go have a look. I'm gonna see if everything's in one piece.
Maybe we better wait. I tell you, I don't have a warrant.
Oh, wait, what for? She's 4 days late in her rent. Maybe she skipped through the furniture. Come on, let's look. Listen, if she's taken off with anything, I want you to make a report. I'm sick and tired of being ripped off, you hear?
Yeah, look, we're conducting a kidnapping homicide investigation here, so since we don't know where that might take us, but I appreciate if you just wouldn't touch anything, all right?
All right. Sure looks like she's moved. Didn't even give notice.
Don't touch it, okay? Just leave it there.
You know, she shouldn't have done that. I mean, she should have given notice.
Yeah. Don't touch the towels. Just don't touch anything, okay?
Okay. Hey, what's this?
Whatever it is, lady, don't touch it, all right?
My name's Tammy. T-A-M-E-E. My mother never could buy the letter Y. That's because when she was a little girl, there's this little boy next door who kept shooting her all the time with a slingshot.
See what she means. Oh, I'm Jim Magruder.
Hi, Jim.
This is my wife, Ann.
Hi.
And this is Jennifer.
I wish we could help you find a cheap apartment, but in this neighborhood, no such thing.
Really? There's nothing?
Especially with a child.
Don't we know?
I'm so tired. I've been driving for days trying to get here before my husband's ship gets in. It's due in tomorrow.
Jim, what about the sofa in the living room?
Sure. Stay with us tonight.
You mean it?
If you don't mind the sofa the Salvation Army rejected, you're welcome.
I wouldn't mind no haystack in a barn. Fact is, on the way up here, I was looking for an old barn to stay in. Doesn't seem to be too many out this way.
It's all very legal. I recognize a court order when I see one. Not that I agree with it, but I obey the law. Frankly, I don't consider my files any business of the police, especially a police woman.
I sure hope this ain't too much bother.
Oh, no. It's just as easy feeding 2 babies as it is 1. I hope the sofa wasn't too uncomfortable last night.
No, I slept like a log.
Oh, there. Oh, thanks.
Listen, I really appreciate all you're doing for me. Honest, I do.
Oh. Well, now you better hurry up or you'll miss his boat.
Hey, sweetheart. Oh, yeah. Now, you be a good girl, you hear me? You be a good girl. Mommy be back soon. Bye. I won't be too long.
You take your time.
Yeah, Captain, I appreciate your problem. Look, I'd just like for you to appreciate my problem. You see, man, I tell you, it's virtually impossible to surround a warehouse with 2 men. Uh-huh. Yeah, thank you. You won't believe that conversation.
I believe anything. Listen, I think I have a lead on the Jensen case. A girl named Tammy Swanson.
Spelled T-A-M-E-E, right? I just pulled her police record 2 minutes ago, Tammy Swanson. Right now, it looks like she's the one who stabbed the woman trying to call Mark Jensen about the reward. Her fingerprints were all over the scissors and the can of talcum powder I had to wrestle from the hands of a very nosy landlady.
I was right. She kidnapped her own baby.
Hi, honey.
What are you doing here, huh? I told you I'd see you at the apartment when I get out.
I know, but I moved. So I had to come here. I'm staying with the nicest couple you ever did see. Anne, that's the wife. She's babysitting our little Mary Ann right now. Oh, and I told a little white lie I don't think you'll mind. I told them you was a sailor coming in on a ship. I mean, it doesn't make any difference if they think that.
Mary Ann. Now, who in hell is Mary Ann?
Don't you remember? We always said we'd name her Mary Ann. And she's so cute. You just can't believe how cute she is. I thought maybe tonight, you, me, and her could get a little motel room down by the ocean somewhere. Wouldn't that be fun? Just the three of us, huh?
You got the apartment number where you're staying at?
Yeah. I wrote it down in case I forgot. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Well, I guess I'll wait out in front for you, huh?
Oh, no. You wait at that address, you understand?
All right. If you want me to. Won't it be fun, honey? Just the three of us.
It's her. That's the woman that took Heather.
Heather's own natural mother is the kidnapper? How would you know where to find Heather?
Mr. Ross?
I'm afraid that's something you'll have to ask the adoption agency.
I'm afraid that's something the adoption agency can't tell, but I think you can.
Dennis, if you know anything at all about this, you better tell us now.
Look, Mark, let's get one thing straight. Whatever I did for you and Donna. Now, I know how much you both love Heather. So, when her mother called me and said she wanted to buy back her baby or else she'd make trouble, I figured...
Buy her back? What do you mean? You mean you bought Heather from her?
Wait. I've already explained it to Sergeant Anderson. It was all very legitimate, with everything arranged through a proper adoption agency. Didn't I tell you that, Sergeant Anderson?
You told me, but you didn't tell me how she found out where Heather was. That's something the adoption agency would never tell.
Well, the day I talked to her, my files were rifled.
How did she get into a locked office?
It was at noon, and I was at lunch.
Don't you have a secretary?
Yes, and she was at lunch, too, with me. Believe me, I'm sorry about all of this. It's gotten way out of hand. Now, these two, with all their questions, what the hell are they doing for you?
We've got a pretty good lead. We know where the child's natural father is.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she was here just a little while ago. But she only came to say goodbye for good. Now, I think she might be heading back home by this time, back to Arkansas, because she sounded pretty homesick,
Scott, you're being released this afternoon, aren't you?
Well, that's right. I got 15 days off for good behavior.
Look, you know that your wife is wanted for murder and kidnapping. Now, if you plan to meet her, if you get caught with her, you're going to end up right back here in the slammer. You know that, don't you?
Oh, I know. Hell, I don't want no more part of this roach palace. Now, why would I want to take a chance like that? Just to see someone who don't particularly want to see me, huh?
$10,000 could be a reason. The reward money for the return of the kidnapped baby.
Well, that's not reason enough for me.
Took a cab, number 1643. Heading south on Commerce toward Melrose. Doesn't look like he suspects anything.
We're now at Melrose.
There he is. 1643.
We spotted him. See you too.
Suspect entering apartment building at Vermont and Avon. Looks like about a 6-unit building. You want me to get out of the car and check out the building on foot?
No. No, he could figure we're tailing him. His wife might be someplace else. Just hold tight.
Well, I sure did miss you, little Mary Ann. Sailing out there on that ocean.
Hey, I'd sure miss little Jenny, too, if I'd gone for a while.
And me? You'd miss me?
Sure. Not as much. But sure.
Well, darling, I think we should get going, huh?
Okay.
Hey, what's the hurry? I mean, you're welcome to stay here. If two can sleep as neatly as one.
Oh, well, actually, we was kind of thinking maybe we'd get a little motel room down by the ocean tonight, you know? But won't you have a little wine and cheese before you leave?
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's wet or worse.
Oh, I'll change her. Come on, honey. Honey, I'm just so happy.
Yeah, honey. Now go change her, huh?
Pepper and I are gonna go around the back. You guys stay here. Car over in the garage got Arkansas plates. It's gotta be their car, right?
You don't want us to move in, huh?
No, not till we're sure she's up there. She and the baby. That's what we're interested in. Mostly the baby.
He must have followed me all the way from the ship. And parked out front there across the street. Now, don't let them see you. They're probably just waiting for someone to peek out, figuring that's the apartment I'll be in.
Hey, Scott. Hey, neither one's wearing a Navy uniform.
Nobody does on Liberty no more. That one guy's a warrant officer. He's a real tough dude.
He won't do anything drastic, will he? To the children, I mean.
Oh, no. Just me. All they want's me. And $50.
Wow. Hey, I wish we had the money to help you out, Scott, but, hey, we just don't have that kind of bread.
Oh, no, please. Please don't make me feel any crummier than I do already. And you two must think I'm awful. Gambling away my paycheck and giving out IOUs. But I was hoping to win a little extra so I could buy something nice for Tammy and the baby, you know? Gee, I sure hate Tammy find out about my gambling on shipboard. I promised her I wouldn't. And believe me, I learned my lesson.
Oh, well, hey, why don't you just go down there, Scott? Reason with them. Tell them you'll pay them later.
Oh, no. Those two guys won't listen to reason. But I got me sort of an idea.
Well, they're out. They're now entering the Arkansas plates.
Give us a second to get out of the alley and we'll take them.
Who the hell are you? Who the hell is...
I think we've been had.
Hello? Uh-huh.
Look, wait a minute. Before there's any more discussion, can you positively identify the baby? Describe anything unusual about her? Look, I've had so many... Another crank call.
Hey, why don't you get the car?
Come on, we ain't got all day.
All right, now how well do you know the Swansons?
We don't know him at all.
We don't.
What do you mean you don't?
We only met them yesterday.
Then why are you wearing his jacket and hat?
He just got out of the Navy. Want to give him a break.
He just got out of prison.
What is that nice little girl doing with a man like that?
That nice little girl is suspected of murder.
Honey,
Huh?
we're heading for the beach?
Nope.
No.
No, I thought, well, how does San Francisco strike you, huh?
Honest?
Uh-huh.
San Francisco? Oh, wow. That strikes me just fine. I ain't never been to San Francisco. Oh. Oh. Look at her, honey. Ain't she just so pretty?
Yeah. But is she,
Is she what?
well, perfect, you know? I mean, has she got 6 toes, huh? She got an extra eye in her belly there, huh?
Of
Anything
course
like that?
not,
huh?
silly Willie. She's about the most perfect baby that ever was.
Yeah.
Aren't you, honey? You're perfect.
Birthmark, maybe?
Well, if you want to count that little angel kiss on her shoulder.
Oh.
She was kissed by a sweet little angel.
Where?
Right here. See?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Birthmark, right shoulder, and remember, 15 grand.
Yes. Now look, I'll do anything you say. Just tell me.
Be at the phone booth, corner Ridgeway and Country Terrace.
Yes.
And remember what I said, huh? If I spot a cop anywhere near, you never see the baby again.
I still think you should tell Pepper.
He said no police.
Mark, how can you trust a man like that? I couldn't. Anyone that would take a reward for their own child.
Look, Pepper warned me that it might happen.
Well,
this
then
way.
call her and tell her.
I said no! Honey, please, look. All we want is Heather right. And we don't want to do anything to jeopardize her return here. Her safe return.
All right, then I'm going with you.
No, please, stay here, all right?
No, I want to go. I want to take care of her. Let me just go get my coat.
Roger.
What else did she touch? Do you have any idea at all?
Code 2 to call the Jensen house.
Did she come near the glass table? Did you ever touch that? What about the stereo? Look,
Donna, it's me, Pepper.
Yeah? He said no police. We're taking the money to him now. No, I don't know where. Mark's leaving.
It's going down now.
Stay with him, guys. We're en route. Keep us posted along the way.
Yeah, I hear you, Pep. You stick like glue.
Let's take the freeway, Bill, huh? It's faster.
Yeah, I can get another left down here.
Okay.
Hello, this is Mark Jensen.
Okay, you got those directions clear now? Read them back. Okay. Okay. And no cops now. Otherwise, you know.
No, I swear to you, I didn't call the police.
It's our nest egg. Just don't you bother your pretty little head none.
We're less than a mile from you now. ETA about 5 minutes.
They're heading toward the park.
Roger.
What are you doing? What are you putting her in that box for?
Hey, look, now, didn't you say you wanted to live exactly like we did before? Everything the same? Exactly?
Yeah.
Well, now, exactly means only two of us. No baby, just you and me.
You're crazy. You can't leave her out here alone. You're fun of me, ain't you?
She won't be alone for long. Somebody's gonna pick her up. Somebody with $15,000 just for you and me so we can be free to do anything we want to. Without no baby to hold us back. You wanna go back home? Okay, we'll go back. With 15 grand at the kicker. Man, oh man, how you can lord it over all those people back there, huh? And that Beatrice May Jess, you remember?
Nobody's gonna take my baby away from me! Not even you! Nobody! Never! Oh, dear God. Oh! Oh!
Please,
Oh, my
what
God.
happened? Down there. Listen, the girl must have Heather.
52 to 12-50.
Let me go.
Hey, Bill, we're at the spot of delivery. Scott Swanson's at the bottom of the hill dead. And the baby's gone. Evidently, Tammy split with him. By the way, we passed a green station wagon with a single female blonde in it. You better turn around and check her out.
Okay.
Roger. That's her.
all right now. Don't you fret none. Mom will take care of you. Nobody's ever gonna take you away from me again.
There she is.
There's somebody after us now. Well, they're never gonna catch us. They're never gonna catch us.
Bill, you better back off. I know this road. Back off so she can slow down, or else she's gonna go right over one of these edges. Come on.
I hate to lose her. I don't want to lose her.
I know, but we can't lose that baby. Bill, take that trail. It's a shortcut. I used to ride here, and this takes us to the other side of the mountain.
We can cut her off.
I think so.
Oh, thank you. Our car won't start. Would you give me a lift to the nearest gas station? Yeah. Get on in. Oh, a baby. I just love babies. Could I hold her?
Okay. Careful now.
Oh.
Her name's Mary Ann.
Mary Ann.
Yeah. Ain't she cute? I think she looks more like my husband. You think she looks like me?
12 by 50 to 52. Come in, 52.
Quiet, 12 by 50.
Tell the Jensens they can relax. We have the girl. The baby's safe.
Roger.
Can you tell us about the people he worked with?
Dad called him the mongoose.
The mongoose?
And you gotta know that he's working with somebody right inside your own department.
Conspiracy to commit gambling.
I got a 14-year-old kid out there looking for his father's killer.
Jack, you gotta slow down.
Pepper.
Hey, Lee.
Bill.
Gee, been a little while, huh?
It's good of you to come.
Gee.
You come without asking what it is I want. You are good friends. Chin? Yet go chashumen.
You know, Lee, I think Crowley would use any excuse to come in here for your pork fried noodles.
That's what I ordered.
Oh, I think he's part Chinese.
Lee, you got a problem, right?
I need some help. My grandson. He's 17. Been gone 3 months now.
3 months? Well, why did you wait till now to call us?
Because it's a family problem. But after 3 long months, I call you now. His mother, she's very sick, and I'm worried.
You've not heard a word from him for 3 months, right?
No.
What's his name, Lee?
Harriam Kwan. Nothing to be alarmed about. It's to be expected.
Gambling?
It'll be all right. You know, my people, they gamble in the back. And the police, they do their job.
This is Public to 10. We're on the way to the station with 14 suspects. All right, let's move out.
Hey, listen, I sure hope you don't do anything to the cooks back there, because I got an order of pork fried noodles working.
Crowley, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How's it going, Wagner?
Hey, Pepper. Well, what is the first team doing in these back alleys? Surely it can't be the fine cuisine in this dump.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, it must be pretty slow down there, huh? You guys got nothing to do except hassle old men?
Oh, now, wait a minute. This is a commercial operation. Advice gets a lot of heat if we don't take these games. Besides, it's not that easy. So what are you doing here?
Mr. Kwan's grandson is missing. He was just telling us about it.
Well, he'll turn up. Probably running with one of the gangs. These people have really gotten out of hand. No offense.
They're all loaded up now. What about this guy?
Yeah, book him. Like I said, it's not that easy. See, that guy, he's a lookout. Anybody suspicious comes in here, he pushes a button behind that counter, and bingo, the game is over.
And by the time you get in the back, it's chess and checkers and chopsticks, huh?
Right. Councilman?
All right, everyone well?
Yeah. All right, hold it up a minute. Mr. McCormick here would like to say a few words. Councilman.
Thank you. Now, you all know how I feel about organized gambling in this city. Not only is it illegal, but it also breeds other forms of crime.
Politician.
Prostitution, corruption. And then again, you all know this. So let me just say that I stopped by to say, keep up the good work. The very good work. Thank you.
Your lieutenant explained to me about how you took the lookout. I'd call that good old police technique, Sarge.
McCormick, why don't you can all that crud you dished out in there and save it till next year when you run for re-election?
Did you have any problems?
Fine.
You sure you got him?
The tickets? I got them. Now, hot dog, about our bet. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the Rams at 3.
I got the Rams, but with 7.
7? The spread is 3. What are you trying to do, hustle me? All right, you bandit. You got 7. Now let's get going before we miss the kickoff.
Dad? Thanks.
Why? I still got a good bet with 7.
I mean, thanks for giving up your golf today. I know about the tournament. Mr. Bain called while you were in the shower.
Well, I'll tell you something, bandit. Something dumb. But I'd rather spend Sunday with you than play golf in the Masters. Now let's get... Wait a minute, where's the radio? Go get the radio. Man.
All the excitement of the big game, an afternoon that was made to order and a huge sellout crowd. You know, fans, both teams come in today with winning streaks, and the survivor will take that giant stride toward the
Hey, Paul. Glad communication got a hold of you two. Some mess, huh?
Anybody in that thing?
Curtis Forrester.
The reporter?
Right.
You got any suspects?
We just got started. That's his kid over there. He was standing near the house when it happened.
The kid saw it happen?
Yeah. I need someone to question him and then transport him over to Barton Hall.
Barton Hall? Paul, are you crazy? You can't let a kid go through an experience like this and then dump him at Barton Hall. What are you thinking about?
That's terrible.
What about his family? Has he got any relatives?
That's the problem. There is no one. His mother died 2 years ago. We've already contacted probation. He's got to go to Barton Hall until they can line up a foster place, home.
So meanwhile, we just question the kid, then dump him at the hall. Is that it?
Paul, can't you just turn him over to juvenile?
Pepper, what I need is a woman's touch. You're the only female investigator that's not tied up today. Juvenile's got no one available. I'd like to help the kid, Pep, but his old man was a reporter. He might have been onto something big. You're it, and that's all there is to it.
All right. We'll question him, but we're not going to dump him off at that place like a piece of baggage. Want to talk?
This is it?
Yes, it is. Bill, where are we going?
Not here.
Probation while he's here. I mean, the boy's been through hell. It could be weeks before he's able to open up to anybody. You know, it's just gonna take a while for him to face what's happened.
You should take this in and talk to him.
The department is gonna come down in the middle of your back for hiding him here, and you forget it's not our case. It's homicides. How quickly you forget.
Go in and talk to him. Here.
Do you like some hot chocolate? Jeff, we need your help to find out whoever is responsible for your father's death. We know how terrible you feel and how much he meant to you, but we need your help. Jeff?
Yeah, I found some marshmallows.
Oh.
Want one?
Yeah, I like to watch them melt.
What about you, Jeff? Jeff, we think your dad was mixed up in something pretty big. You have any idea what it could have been? I mean, I really want to catch the guy that did that to your dad. And I promise you something, I will. But I can't do it by myself. We need your help, Jeff. Will you help us?
I'll help you. I
want to help you.
Son, do you know what your dad was working on? What kind of a story?
No. He didn't talk about it much. He used to talk with Mom, but...
It's okay, Jim. It's okay. Can you tell us about the people he worked with?
You mean on his own?
Yeah.
He had an informant. He used to talk with him on the telephone. They used to meet all the time.
Do you know his name, where he lived, anything like that?
No. Dad called him the Mongoose.
The Mongoose?
He asleep?
Yeah.
Nice kid.
He's a good kid, isn't he?
Did you ever turn the heat on in this place?
You cold?
Yeah, I'm always cold.
I'll get you some hot coffee.
You know something?
What?
I saw a side of you I never noticed before tonight.
Oh, like what? Like I make cold coffee?
No, that you'd make a good father.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jeff got a lot of strength from you.
Do you know what time it is? I can't make it. I want to go to bed.
I haven't finished this.
Well, I'm going to give you the keys to the car. Pick us up in the morning, okay?
You got an extra bathrobe? I love to sleep in men's bathrobes. Yes?
I'm from the probation department. Sergeant Crowley?
No, Sergeant Pepper Anderson.
I'm Mary Snyder, juvenile probation officer. I've come for the boy. You realize you were supposed to transport him to Barton Hall last night. The boy is here.
Yes, he is here. I made some coffee. Why don't
You don't have to explain your behavior to me, Sergeant. This is a juvenile court order for the return of Jeffrey Forrester.
Hey, Pep, how about...
Bill, this is Mary...
Snyder. I'm with probation. I've explained to your friend why I'm here.
The boy's asleep.
Would you please wake him?
Look, we've just begun to get through to him about his father. If you would try to understand.
I'm afraid I do. You see, I have to make a complete report about all this. My only concern is the well-being of the child.
This Miss Snyder and that Jeff's going to try to find you a really good temporary home. Things are gonna work out, okay? Let me tell you something. I give you my word. We're gonna catch him.
Sergeant Crowley, I just want you to know that my dad was a good reporter because he could relate to people. He could put himself in their shoes, take on their problems. My mom told me that once. She was right. I just wanted to thank you and Sergeant Anderson, for being like him and being with me last night.
Where is Jeff? I called everywhere.
He's with the probation department. They're trying to find him a suitable home.
A suitable home?
That's right, sir.
Mrs. Longley, find out who the chief probation officer is and get him on the line. I thought a Lieutenant Salvino of homicide was assigned this case.
That's right. He is. We're assisting him. Mr. Bain, could you tell us what Forrester was working on? What stories?
He was working on several assignments.
Like what?
Consumer fraud, a profile on bank robbers.
Yeah? What else?
Corruption in city government.
Involving who?
I don't know. Kurt was the best guy here, and you people know it. And when he was on standard assignments, he touched base with me. But when he was into something big, he'd go full bore and alone till he had his facts.
Which of these would you consider routine?
Consumer fraud.
Who's the mongoose?
What?
Jeff mentioned that his father was working with somebody called the mongoose. Who is that, Mr. Bain?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Now, if you do, this is hardly the time to remind us of freedom of the press.
Sergeant Anderson, Kurt was more than just an employee here. He was a close personal friend. And this paper would go to any extreme to find his killer.
Then why did you look away when we mentioned the mongoose?
Well, this mongoose, as Kurt chose to call him, was just a faceless name to me, to all of us here. We don't know who he is.
Then how did they communicate?
Well, this mongoose would call and set up appointments. That much I do know.
Mongoose always phoned Forrester?
Right. And then they'd obviously meet and, Oh, yes, put him on. Mr. Olin? Yes, I'm calling about Jeff Forrester. When? Keep me posted. If there's anything this paper can do, call me. Jeff's run away.
Crowley, what in the hell are you up to?
Oh, I'm just screwing around here, Captain, tightening up the pencil sharpener.
Don't get cute with me. That boy, you took him to your apartment, didn't you, instead of Barton Hall? You and your partner.
Which partner? I'm kind of heavy on partners.
I said don't get cute.
Yeah, well, Captain, let me tell you something. Now, what I do in my off-duty hours is my business. You got no right to even question about my personal life.
When you violate the rules and subject the department to outside criticism and interfere with an important investigation, I've got every right. Now, Crowley, I'm telling you, you take those files back to homicide, give them to Salvino, and you get out of this. And stay out of Chinatown. You could have lost up that raid, too.
Now, what do you guys have? Would you steal his holster or something?
Hey, what's the matter?
Bet I know what that was all about. Guess I should have gone home.
I thought it was legal between consenting adults.
Me too.
What's the matter? You guys got nothing to do? Joe, take this file down to Salvino. No, both of you. Get over to Juvenile and see if you can help him locate that kid.
Park say we were in on this?
Nope.
I need some help, Mr. Bain.
Jeff, where are you?
My dad worked with someone called the Mongoose. I want to meet him. I need his telephone number so that I can...
Jeff, listen. The police will find him. You stay right where you are, and I'll send someone to pick you up. Now, give me your location.
I can't, Mr. Bain. Now, will you give me the number, please?
I don't have it, Jeff. Now, where are you?
Well, I'm not in any home, I'll tell you that.
All right, Morris, how about it?
Look, Bill, like I told you before, you don't give me the court order, I cannot give you the tolls. Now, I'm sorry, but that's company
Morris,
policy.
like I told you before, Pepper is with the judge right now. She'll be here any minute.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, hell, I got a 14-year-old kid out there looking for his father's killer. I want Forrester's tolls, Morris, and I want them now.
Bill, please, sit down, relax, huh?
You talk about your red tape. What'd you do, stop for lunch?
No, but the judge did.
All right, let's go, Morris. Read it later, will you?
Listen, if you want all the subscriber information here, it's going to take a while.
We'll wait.
This is the week of 6.
He's got to be one of these 6 phone numbers.
We'll try him. First, I want to check that house, in case Jeff might be there.
You know, you're sticking your neck way out in this one. Why? Homicidal. Look at that. That's Forrester's house. 12Y50, requesting fire units to 1338 Sunshine Terrace.
There's a van pulling out. Let's get it.
12Y50, 12Y50, requesting a clear frequency. We're in pursuit of a possible arson suspect from 1338 Sunshine Terrace. You got that?
Roger.
Take it a little easy, huh, Bill? 12Y50, suspect's vehicle is a 68 Ford van, light blue, license number, can you see it, Bill?
143.
License number 143.
Peter Charlie Edward.
Peter Charlie Edward. You're wild, Bill, today. Come on, take it easy. You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down. Somebody will let the other ones catch him.
Lose him.
Y50 requesting a traffic unit. We had a little accident. Crowley was driving, of course. We're at the end of Sunshine Terrace in a ravine. Would you believe it? Suspect last seen heading westbound on Trent. You gotta change your driving habits.
Get out of the car.
Michael said it was definitely arson.
Yeah.
Quote, we could have parked a rig right on top of this place and it still would have burned to the ground. End of quote.
Who'd the van finally come back to?
Joe's running it now.
Bill.
What?
Hey, you turkeys. I thought you ordered off this case.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah,
Listen,
we were
why don't you
close
tell
by,
your
so
boss-
I asked Bill to swing by and check, okay?
Well, okay. But the old man's on his way, and I'd clear out if I were you. Hey, Bill. That van was stolen out of Las Vegas. Radio car just located it 6 blocks west of here.
What about the driver?
No luck, but they recovered 2 empty gas cans.
They called Prince?
They're en route.
What else can happen to this kid? Yeah, okay. That's fine.
We got the toll calls.
Good, that was Bain. Jeff called.
Where is he?
He doesn't know. The kid's out there looking for the mongoose. So let's start making his calls.
I'd like to speak to the mongoose, please. Right, the mongoose. No, I'm not kidding. Yeah, will you do the same, pal?
Yeah.
Mongoose?
What is this?
Police officer. I want to talk to you.
Man, you gotta be crazy. I can't meet you. I'm being watched.
Okay, then I'll come meet you.
You know where I live?
Look, buddy, I told you I'm a cop. I've already run your number. Sure, I know where you live.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, but not here, you know, a synagogue at 8 in Oxford. Tonight, 7 o'clock. You're gonna be alone.
you, Jerome.
How did you know? Right. The telephone company, huh? It's all right. That ain't my real name anyway. Forrester picked that one out. The real Jerome Stallings, was killed. Traffic accident.
And you're who?
Mongoose. That's enough, Mongoose.
What was Forrester into?
Man, for all I know, man, you got to be a part of the whole thing.
Part of what whole thing?
Corruption. That's what Forrester called it. That's all I know.
Look, pal, now you get to the bottom line, or we're gonna go down to the station, print you, and then we'll find out just who you really are. You get my message?
Right. John McCormick, your esteemed councilman, he's in debt. He's a big loser. Some local bookies, some that ain't so local.
And what?
And he's getting paid off. A big gambling syndicate to keep the heat off of Chinatown. It's a Chinese syndicate. And you gotta know that he's working with somebody right inside your own department.
Where's the boy?
I don't know. I never met him. Why?
He's run away. You think he could be in any danger?
Not unless he's got his father's file.
What would be in the files?
Well, I was able to get a hold of the Councilman McCormick's markers. Now, just by themselves, that wouldn't look too pretty in front of a grand jury, right?
There he is.
You want to tell him first about his grandson?
Yeah.
You have news of my grandson.
Lee, we have some bad news for you. Your grandson's dead, Lee.
He was found in San Francisco, a drug overdose.
It is as I feared. I have relatives there that can bring him home.
Is there anything we can do?
No. I have already caused you both much trouble. I will tell his mother it is a family matter.
Lee, there's another young boy who's in trouble. His father was murdered, and, well, I'm afraid that some of your people are involved. We need your help, Lee.
What can I do?
Good evening. How's the Shui Mai tonight?
Please, come with me.
You're all under arrest. Everybody freeze. Get your hands above the table. Steve, come in and tell him, will you?
Mọi người, ngồi như này nè, nè, ai ấy, cao cao phan gió xong lại đổ bốc.
Larry, come to the door with me. They can get the names. Everybody's name.
Anything's gonna happen?
Something better happen soon. I'd sure hate to have to explain this raid to Parks.
I'd hate to have to explain anything to that hardhead.
Come out.
Looks like somebody's making a move.
You're in charge of this?
That's right.
Let's go outside. You've made a grave mistake.
Oh, yeah? How do you figure that?
This is not the night we agreed for a raid.
Uh-huh. Well, I tell you, I'm taking all these people in, and that includes the money.
You people must be new to Vice. Why don't we talk? My name is Fong. Being new, you should not get what the others get. Yet.
Well, what do you think we should get?
$500 a week for all.
500?
For everybody? Does that sound fair to you? Why don't you show Mr. Fong what you got in your purse?
Mr. Fong, we'd like your help with a little matter we're investigating.
Yes, I will do it. Okay, thank you. How can I help you?
I'd like to see either Sergeant Anderson or Sergeant Crowley.
I'm sorry, they're both out. Can I help you?
Can I have a pencil?
Will a pen do? Front desk, Officer Boyer speaking. I'll have you transferred to burglary or theft. Thank you.
Could you please give this to Sergeant Crowley? It's very important.
Okay, let's go. I got places to go and people to see.
You should learn to better schedule your time. Or when we hurry, we are more prone to mistakes.
You're a regular fortune cookie, you know that? Well, hey, you guys. For a minute, I thought you were a couple of 211 artists. What are you doing here?
We were about to ask you the same thing.
Meeting a snitch.
What's in the sack, Jack?
Leashy nuts. A friend I know likes them, and
What a whip.
You like lychee nuts?
You know, that was real stupid of you.
I bet you had more smarts than this, Wagner. Okay, you got it. You're under arrest.
Crowley, I have read every manual there is on interrogation. You're wasting your time. Book me.
What's criminal conspiracy doing on this anyway? I mean, where's internal affairs, huh?
Oh, I get it. Conspiracy to commit gambling. Well, that's worth about a $50 fine.
What about conspiracy to commit murder?
You crazy? You know what a guy gets when we bust him for gambling? A $10 fine. The law is a joke. Nobody cares. So when I got offered $100 a week to do the same thing I've been doing for 5 years, well, why not? But get off this thing about murder.
Did you know Curtis Forrester?
Sure, a hell of a nice guy.
Well, we think your politician friend may have killed him. Or had him killed.
McCormick, come on.
He was about to expose him, Wagner. And your involvement in Chinese gambling interests.
Crazy.
You believe this? You recognize that?
Sure, it's McCormick's phone number, so.
These are Forrester's tolls. He phoned McCormick 3 days before he was killed.
Obviously to confront him with the story.
My name is Jeff Forrester. My dad was Curtis Forrester. Yes, he had your name and number in an appointment book of his. Could we meet someplace? I have to talk to you. Yes, sir? Okay. Thank you.
Crowley, I won't bore you with specifics. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Pepper, bring in those tapes, will you?
Being new, you should not get what the others get. $500 a week, or all.
500?
I'm sorry, Chief. We just don't know who was involved.
Bill?
Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but Mr. Mossman here. I mean, what is the Attorney General's interest in this case?
Forrester went to them for obvious reasons.
I've been studying your technique, Sergeant. Do you conduct all your investigations in this fashion?
In what fashion?
Unilaterally?
I think the important thing right now is to get the job done. And we got two immediate problems. Find Jeff Forrester and bust McCormick. Yeah, Joe, what do you want?
Excuse me. Forrester boy left it at the desk for you.
Sergeant Crowley, I have most of my dad's files. I'm going to meet with someone who may help. I'll keep in touch. Sorry I missed you, Jeff. Joe, you and Pete get a team together. Check every hotel in the downtown area.
What kept you?
Fong was late. Taking care of it. There won't be any more.
What's that supposed to mean, Wagner?
Well, it's simple. We had an agreement. I take care of the games. You keep everything in line. Well, Councilman, you went too far. It seems you're involved in a murder. Curtis Forrester?
You've been smoking some of that weed that you boys confiscate.
I know he talked to you. I've seen his tolls. And I know he was about to give us some big headlines.
Mr. McCormick,
Mm-hmm.
I have a warrant to search your residence.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, now let's see what the lie detector says about Councilman McCormick. Hey, Rob. So, what do you think?
Our councilman is being very cooperative. Oh, I avoided any area that could jeopardize your gambling conspiracy.
Notice that. Thanks.
What about Forrester's murder?
Oh, he's clean, Pepper. They never met. Forrester did phone to set up an appointment. McCormick thought it was about a story on his good record in fighting crime.
What, McCormick and Forrester never met?
That's right.
Okay, thanks, Ralph.
Yeah, thanks.
Listen, call Bain's office. See if you can come up with any more background on Forrester's assignments.
What about robbery, homicide? You want me to call them?
Pepper, just call Bain's office, okay?
Okay, Forrester was here on the 19th.
Mr. Hawley, what was his primary interest with the Bureau?
He was writing an article on the futility of robbing banks. You know, because of the security, cameras, everything. We solved about 9 out of 10, which is pretty bad odds for a crook. And he also looked through the outstanding suspect files. That's suspects that are photographed during actual robberies have been identified, but haven't been arrested yet.
Do you have that file in this office?
Oh, yes, we do.
Could I see it?
Oh, certainly. Most of them have been reduced to wanted posters.
Forrester looked through this whole book?
Yes, he did. Several of them interested him.
Oh?
Well, one in particular because he took it with him. Let's see.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, he took a copy of that with him.
Looks like...
We're gonna move on it.
Bill, the manager thinks the boy is staying here. Room 109, paid for 3 nights in advance.
Where's Pete?
Upstairs checking. Anything about the mongoose?
We just left there. He's gone. Robbery, homicide's gonna stake it.
Hey, you got a hand? Yeah, look what I found in the kids' room. Looks like he's got a meeting with the mongoose tonight at 8.
Where?
Doesn't say.
I think I know where.
Yeah?
Jeff, over here. son. You wanted to talk?
You worked with my father. I thought you might be able to tell me what he was working on.
Sure, sure.
Hey, Joe. Pep, take that aisle.
It's your dad's file?
No, just some notes I was taking.
Anybody know about this meeting?
No.
What happens to Jeff now?
He's gonna stay with the Baines till they can find a good foster home.
Good. Is he okay?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be okay. Son, listen. I want you to keep in touch with us, will you? Gonna stay in touch?
Well, all I can say is that I love you both.
We love you too, honey. We really do. It's tough. We know it's tough.
Hey, Jeff, listen, what do you say I got this Sunday off. Why don't I come by and pick you up? Spend the day together, okay?
Pepper?
Oh, well, I don't know about Pepper. Yeah, okay, with Pepper.
Okay, you gonna tell me?
It's very simple. First you fry your sausages, then you add your peppers, your mushrooms, your garlic,
That's
your
not
parmesan.
what I mean.
Smell this. Huh?
You're evading the issue. You broke every rule in the book.
I felt sorry for the kid, just like you did.
No, there's more to it than that. Come on, why?
What do you want, the story of my life? You already know that.
You never talk about when you were a little boy.
You never talk about when you were a little girl.
I never was a little girl.
I'll buy that.
Bill.
Okay, I was in a home.
Like Bart.
No, it's probably worse than Bart. You wouldn't believe what goes on in some of those places. I wasn't gonna let that happen to that kid.
Want to go to San Francisco?
When?
Tonight.
What are you talking about?
I've already got the tickets.
Are you kidding? I got 2 days of report writing to do.
The review board reviewed our little traffic accident. It seems we failed to avoid an avoidable accident. We are on a 2-day suspension.
We are?
You wouldn't believe what goes on in San Francisco.